Hey there, sister spotters. Trasetta Alexander here, founder of Sister Spotters and faith-based business coach. And I am here today to share with you all some trends for 2019. We're at the end of 2018 and most of us we're at the end of 2019 and the majority of us are starting to look forward to 2019 and preparing and thinking about what is it that I need to do, setting goals, putting together an action plan or a blueprint, if you will, for how we're going to create the success that we want in our lives and in our businesses in 2019. And I've been doing a lot of research as I've been doing my own preparations for the new year and planning. And I've been doing a lot of research specifically around business trends for 2019. And so I found some really interesting information about 2019 business trends that I wanted to share with you all, because as small business owners, we kind of have the upper hand if we will take advantage of the opportunities that exist in the marketplace right now. And so today I have 5 tips that I'm going to share with you. But before we get into that, I want to give you just the overarching theme of what I found. And for 2019, it's going to be all about relationship. You know how they say in real estate, location, like location is everything. Well, in 2019, when it comes to business, it's going to be all about relationship. So in this day and age, we have more choices than we probably need. And customers are really gravitating towards customization. They want to do business with people who offer the fastest delivery and personalized service. Those are the 2 main things that people are after in this day and age. And that is to our advantage as small business owners. It's going to be all about the experience that we give our customers. How do you make them feel? Customers really want that personal touch. You know, I've seen a lot of Facebook Lives or posts about Chick-fil-A and how amazing their service is. And the reason why their lines are always wrapped around the building, no matter what time of day you go, is because of their service. People are tired of mediocre service. We don't want to continue to give our money to businesses that don't value us as customers. People are disenfranchised with not only poor customer service, but this whole Autobot thing, these automated, faceless systems that we're forced to go through. We want the personal touch. And as small business owners, because we are small, we have the ability to give that personal touch in a way that some larger organizations or larger corporations and companies aren't necessarily able to do. And we want to use that to our advantage. We want to capitalize on that in 2019. So this is really, really good news for us as small business owners. We are in the perfect position to capitalize on that in 2019. We want to capitalize on this specific market opportunity. And so in order for us to build and grow a successful business in 2019 and beyond, you need to offer personalized, high value products and services, as well as content to your customers. And I want to share with you a few tips to build relationships with your customers and provide them with extraordinary service. So number 1, add a personal touch to products and services, to your products and services. This may mean customizing a product to meet a specific customer need. It Or maybe you even add a small handwritten note into a product that you're shipping out to a customer. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but something that shows that this is done by a person. Like this is specifically for you. So it may even be, if you're writing a handwritten note, it may be something as simple as going, thank you, Cindy, for your order, and then sign your name. Like it doesn't have to be even huge. So you don't even have to go out and buy thank you notes. It could be just a simple card. You can even put your business card in there and write the note on the back of your business card and stick it within the product shipment. Tip number 2, reward loyal customers and client referrals. So you want to reward your customer loyalty. You want to reward those customers who come back to you again and again. And one of the ways that you can do this is to offer them some sort of product or service at a deeply discounted price or for free. Now, I'm not talking about offering them 10% off their next purchase. Who cares about that? Just about any business nowadays does some sort of 10% off type promotion, or you get 10% off just for getting on their email list. So you want to do something to give that specific personal touch, to reward your loyal customers and those client referrals. So when it comes to client referrals, maybe you offer, if you're a service-based company, maybe you offer a free service or a deeply discounted service, or maybe you do some sort of buddy system type thing. If you refer someone who purchases X, then you get X for free. It's really up to you. You be creative here, but the point I'm trying to drive home here is make sure that it's something that is highly valuable that your customers want. Now, if we're talking about one-on-one service, I wouldn't necessarily recommend deeply discounting your one-on-one service. If you have any type of product or a specific service, that doesn't necessarily mean, like, for example, me as a coach, I might have a teaching, but like I have the Perfectly Unbalanced Life e-course. And so I've already taught it. It's already recorded. And so I might offer that for free because it doesn't require my time. Does that make sense? So anyway, make sure whatever it is that you're delivering something that is valuable and that they haven't already purchased, or maybe that they might want more of. Tip number 3, deliver white glove service. Okay, customer reviews drive purchases these days. In fact, according to digital marketing expert Andre Valescu, 95% of online customers make purchases based on reviews. And on the flip side of that, bad reviews influence 90% of customer back-offs from making purchases. So if a customer who sees a bad review about your product or service, then they're not 90% more likely to not move forward with making a purchase of your or working with your business. We don't want that. So we want to make sure that every single time that we encounter our customers and our clients, we want to make sure that every single interaction that they have with us is top notch. It is an extraordinary experience that they have, because we want to keep our customers, one, because happy customers make loyal customers, and two, bad reviews can drive away more business than you can shake a stick at. So we want to make sure that we keep our customers happy. And I didn't plan on talking about this, but one caveat too, if you do have a bad review, go out of your way to make it right. Own up to whatever it is that you might have done and do whatever you can to make sure that that customer is happy. Now, I'm not saying give away the whole store or your whole, but everything that you have, but do what you can to make it right so that that customer ends up with a good experience. Tip number 4, avoid using stock images and generic photos when you're posting to social media or even on your website. This does not lend itself to personalization. People, again, I was saying earlier how people want that personal touch. They're tired of this whole automation thing. They want to feel like you are speaking directly to them and whatever it is, the content is that you're putting out. So whenever you can, use personal images, images of yourself, or images that you have taken of your products and or services. If you have some sort of graphic that you use for your service, make sure that it is personalized. It would be better if you're a service-based company, try to focus on maybe you can get some images of you delivering specific, working with a client or delivering whatever that product or service is to someone, so that you have people in your images as opposed to just a stale graphic. So you'll be noticing in my social media feed coming up here where I'll be sharing a lot more personal photos and personal images rather than the graphics that I typically, I'll still post quotes and things of that nature, but it's going to be something that's much more personal where I show up in your feed as opposed to just a stale graphic. That brings me into our final tip for tonight, which is tip number 5. And that is going to be live streams and video content are going to be king in 2019. Hey, that rhymes. Live stream and video content is going to be king in 2019. People want engagement. I've said this many times before. People want to buy from people that they know, like, and trust. They are tired of these big corporations. People are going back to doing business with small businesses because they know that when they do that, they're investing in their local community. It's a person and not some corporation or some big wheel sitting up in an ivory tower who is making money or becoming prosperous off of the back of the little person. Use Facebook Live, IG Live, YouTube Live as much as possible. Try to go live on one or more of those platforms regularly so that you can engage your customers, so that people get to see your face, your beautiful face, and feel like they have come to know you. So by the time they get ready to make a purchase from your company, they feel like they already know you, even though you may not have ever met in real life. But because of social media, because of video and specifically live streams, they feel like they've entered into a conversation with you. And another thing too, when it comes to posting on social media and doing live streams, make sure that you respond to every single comment that someone posts to your social media feed. Because what happens is when you do that, it increases engagement and it gets your content in front of more people. And that's exactly what you want. You want your content in the eyes of more and more people, because that then increases your reach. And the more people who see your content, more likely it is that you're going to increase your customers. So those are the tips that I have, 5 tips that I have for you to build and grow your business in 2019. I'll run through them quickly again. Number 1 is add a personal touch to every customer interaction. Number 2 is reward loyal customers and client referrals. Number 3 is deliver white glove service to every single customer every single time. Number 4 is avoid using stock images and generic images or in graphics in your social media feeds and on your website. And tip number 5 was live stream and video content is king in 2019. So these are my 5 tips for you to build and grow your business in 2019. drop me a comment and let me know which ones you think you're going to be implementing or focusing on implementing. I'd love to hear from you. So that's going to be all, and I'll see you in the next video.